Hello children, welcome to 9th Chemistry online classes. Is matter around us pure? In this chapter we are learning how to separate the components of a mixture by using some techniques or methods. And we already learned evaporation, centrifugation by using separating funnel, sublimation and chromatography. And today we are going to learn two very important techniques that are distillation and fractional distillation. First we see distillation method. Distillation is used when the mixture containing miscible liquids. So we already studied that by using the separating funnel we can separate immiscible liquids like kerosene and water, but here miscible liquids because liquids are mixed together. So in this situation we are using distillation method. Now we see what is the method and which example we can take to study this distillation. So here our mixture contain acetone and water. Acetone and water. So the mixture containing acetone and water. And here you studied that what is boiling point. Boiling point is the particular temperature at which a substance start to boil or the liquid start to boil. And each liquid is having its own boiling point. So our mixture, that is acetone and water. Acetone's boiling point is 56 degrees Celsius and water it is 100 degrees Celsius. So the boiling point is having too much difference. Acetone only 56 degrees Celsius but water 100 degrees Celsius. So this apparatus is used for the distillation. So acetone and water, these two are mixed together or that mixture is heating into this round bottom flask or we can call it as RB flask. Okay, and when we heat it the mixture start to boil. So you know that acetone having 56 degrees Celsius. So at 56 degrees Celsius we put here one thermometer also. So we can check that at 56 degrees Celsius acetone start to vaporize and that vapors are come through this tube. Okay, here one side tube is fitted to the RB flask and the vapors of acetone passes through this tube and this tube is connected to one water condenser. Okay, and what is the purpose of this water condenser? Acetone vapors come or pass through this water condenser, it change to liquid acetone. Okay, so from here boiling vapors come out, acetone vapors come out and passes through the water condenser, it convert to liquid acetone. Okay, so we can collect it by using a beaker. Okay, so we collected acetone and here next is what? Water. So water is also boiled at what temperature? 100 degrees Celsius. So at 100 degrees Celsius water vapor come out and passes through this water condenser and the water vapors change to liquid water and we can collect it separately. Okay, so that is the method of distillation. So distillation we can use when the mixture containing miscible liquids and that miscible liquids boiling points having that much or the large difference, then only we can apply the distillation technique. Got it, children? What is the basic principle of distillation? The mixture containing two miscible liquids that boil without decomposition. Okay, so that liquids, when we boil, it will not happen any decomposition or any splitting, and have sufficient difference in their boiling points. Okay, and that mixtures or that liquids having large difference of boiling points. Example, acetone 56 degrees Celsius and water having 100 degrees Celsius. And without decomposition means, example, water. You know that water contains H2O, that is hydrogen and oxygen. So when we boil, this hydrogen and oxygen not split. If it is splitting, we cannot apply this distillation method. Okay, so when we heat, the state only changes, no decomposition. Got it? So that is the basic principle of distillation. And applications to separate acetone and water. Not only acetone and water, other miscible liquids also, but the condition is what? Their boiling point, their difference of the boiling point should be large. Or water and alcohol, mixture of water and alcohol, or kinds of alcohol, ethyl alcohol and methyl alcohol, both are different, but they are mixed together. So by using this method, we can separate the components of that mixture. Got it? Next important technique is fractional distillation. So we already learned distillation, or we can call it as simple distillation, that we already learned, and now it is fractional distillation. And when we can do fractional distillation? Same like distillation, miscible liquids. Okay, when miscible liquids, we can apply the fractional distillation, but the boiling points of the liquids, the difference between the boiling points of the liquid is less than 25 Kelvin. Okay, that means their boiling points difference is very less. But in the case of distillation, the large difference of boiling point, so we can apply distillation. But here the liquids having these boiling points moreover the same, so, or it is the difference is less than 25 Kelvin. So that time we are applying fractional distillation. So we'll just see the method. The apparatus used in this process is similar to that for simple distillation. Okay, so the apparatus used here, that is same as our simple distillation, but the only the difference is here the RB flask, or this distillation flask is fitted with one fractionating tube, or it is called a fractionating column. Okay, so that is why its name is fractional distillation. Fraction means parts. Okay, that is called fraction. So here it is fitted with a fractionating column. So this yes, we will see what is the use of this fractionating column. So we already said that fractional distillation we applied because the miscible liquids having their boiling point difference is less than 25 Kelvin. So I will tell one example. If we are taking three liquids, mixture of three liquids, we can name as A, B and C. So when we boil, A come first. Okay, because A's boiling point to reach and it come first. And this C, these three mixtures boiling point moreover the same. They are okay. So A is come first and go through this fractionating column, and the fractionating column or that tube is packed with glass beads. And why we put glass beads into this fractionating column? The beads provide surface for the vapors to cool and condense repeatedly. So for getting more surface, so when getting more surface, there is time to cool and vapors to cool and change to liquid state. So that is why we put the glass beads. So first A vaporizes and come to the fractionating column, and change to liquid. From here only it start to change from vapors to liquid, and this liquid part come through this tube and it come to the water condenser, and we can collect the A liquid here. So at the same time B also come here. B also vaporizes because its boiling point reaches. So that time B start to vaporize, and that also same like it passes through the fractionating column and start to change to liquid and passes through the water condenser, and we can collect it. And C also, that time C also come, and same process we can repeat, and we can collect C. Okay, so that is the process, or that is the method of fractional distillation. So these two techniques are very important, distillation and fractional distillation. And what is the how we can distinguish distillation and fractional distillation? The fractional distillation, here one fractionating column is attached. Okay, and both are, we are taking the liquids are miscible liquids. But in the distillation case, the boiling points of the liquid have large difference, but here it is very less, that is less than 25 Kelvin. So in that situation we are using fractional distillation. Now we see what is the principle of fractional distillation. In a mixture of two or more miscible liquids, the separation of various liquids depends on their boiling points. The liquid having lower boiling point boils first and can be obtained first from the fractionating column than the liquid having higher boiling point. Now we see the applications of fractional distillation. Fractional distillation is used to separate crude oil or petroleum into useful fractions like kerosene, petrol, diesel, etc. So petroleum or crude oil is contain kerosene, petrol, diesel, natural gas. Okay, so we can separate that things or fractions from this petroleum or crude oil by using fractional distillation. And another important use or application is it is used to separate different gases of the air by taking the liquid air. So that method or that application we will study in the next class. Okay children, so these all techniques, the separation techniques are very important. Okay, so all of you read the textbook very well, and you can expect one test also. Okay, so all of you study, read the textbook and watch the video also. Then that diagrams, that all diagrams also very important. Okay children, so thank you, all the best.